Welcome to Hellfuck Central.
Lobotomy Corporation. We we're at a crossroads, aren't we, Festival? Because like you keep saying we need to get Apocalypse Bird. Like, is the armor and weapon really that good to where it's gonna make Midnight super easy?
That would make it super easy, but it's good actually because actually the armor is actually one of the best armors in the game.
Oh right, I never fucking never geared up the interns. Cool. Okay, micro time. Hello, Wing. Just got back from dinner. It was good. I had pizza. And apparently the Domino's in my area is fucking psycho in that a large pizza is cheaper than a medium. I don't understand. What did you have for dinner, King Numbers? Oh, right, we're at the point where I'm not gonna have enough armor for everyone. Ew. Let alone weapons.
Yeah, because Apocalypse Bird's gear is is sort of the opposite of regular Paradise Lost. It's point 0.3 defense on everything but Pale, and Pale is point 0.5.
Ah. So it's a good general purpose thing.
Yeah. Aside from the weapon being 12 to 18 rainbow damage.
I keep thinking rainbow damage and my brain fucking breaks. Really, it's money about Deus Ex and System Shocks for 420. Yep. That's because that game is still a money engine and people are just trying to squeeze every dollar out of it.
Also, the suit has a damage aura.
Ooh, that's super interesting.
If target stays in the same passage more than 5 seconds, takes black damage every 5 seconds.
I think I'm gonna have to. What are the rules on this motherfucker? Because I do need to get its second armor back. Employees with low HP are more susceptible to special ability. Okay, so you need to have high HP when you work this. There's no real fail condition for it, but if you have low HP, it's kind of a shit show. And Loco, my god, he is a swole boy. But I think Loco is also the only person that could deal with justice. Is there anybody else with a gross amount of HP that is also not preoccupied? Why does Loco have the idiotic amount of HP? I don't understand. Shoot there. We still gotta hunt for Big Bird, don't we? I kind of wish it was like, I kind of wish it was like yin and yang, where if you have one or two, the odds of getting the other one substantially increases. Still gotta do employee reinforcement, don't I? So who hasn't gotten the 4 Temperance? Because I have skipped a lot of people. I also gotta, like, redistribute stuff, because there's an obvious disparity in, worker class here. Because I know Torpid needs to get justice. So who needs to get justice? I think Cogs needs it. Pretty sure Rohan's good. Which one of these beautiful special snowflakes needs a full set of gear? Focus on you. Suffering, you say? 'Tis shreds, I say. Right, Smasher had max HP, that's why he's here.
How goes the ship pit?
I'm doing some micro right now in a desperate attempt to, like, figure this shit out.
Once you complete micro, Highwing is going to attempt a midnight. And what midnight ordeal we face? Well, we're gonna have to deal with it then.
Who else needs justice? Also, hello, Torpo. I don't know if I said that before, but hello.
You may have. I hopped in here quick and hopped out because my headset hadn't quite synced up yet.
Ah. I thought I was slowly losing my mind. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Fucking gaslighting Wang like I always dreamed of.
By the way, you have an idiotic amount of headgear again, Torpid, except it's different.
Yes. It goes well with the new hair.
Let's see. It would be nice, an option where if you're gonna do something like this rogue AI shit where you could push a button. Just stay at home and get a bullet to the face. It would be nice to not have interns, but the very fact that there's just chaff to kill is central to the mechanics of this game.
They are actually the most powerful anomaly there is. They are unkillable.
In the meantime, I gotta figure this fucking numbers game out.
A hive that you don't know you do not know the origin to.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Torpid is somehow a ferocious fire eater. I don't understand.
Don't worry about it.
So, I'm still wondering if we should take on the ordeal now, because our stats are still kinda low. I would like it to where we have a strike force indisciplinary team that is all fives. Highwing is all fives, Loco is in need of being a 5, so... we'll just leave it at that. Fuck it. Fuck it! Well, if Loco needs to train Justice, he can do it here. What the fuck am I doing? Let's begin the day! Loco, 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 Loco. There you are. Bird of Judgment. Oh yeah, Void Knight can work on Bird of Judgment. That's hilarious. Oh wait, hang on. Cancel those work orders just because I want to be ever so slightly more efficient. Dumbasses need to go downstairs. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Who needs physical fitness? No one, actually. She does red damage, but that dude's weak to red damage, so fuck it. Naked nest. Yuck. Get to work, bitch! I could also just continue to further make everyone an icy abomination, but that's way too much micro for me.
How dare you? How dare you not put in the time and energy to do that?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm afraid of what's coming. The very act of this next task looming over my skull like the fucking sword of Damocles sends terror into my system.
Oh yeah, how's my character doing anyway?
I think you're at full 5s right now. Oh no, you need justice work, that's right.
The beam of Damocles.
The
Some
laser.
fool made me late.
What was that?
Said some fool made me late.
Oh, that's bad. I think Loco may have fucked up the job and caused Snow White to be a bitch. We'll see.
Good. Good on Loco.
Okay, good.
Proud of-
Loco didn't fuck it up like he always does. Well, now I'm just afraid of throwing Loco there. No, cancel that order, that's right. How much was it for the armor here? I need 50 for that. I was working on justice. Been a while since I last saw you stream. Am I even alive? We did a time loop after accomplishing some very pivotal things, and now people are different. There's very much different people. I still snicker that you and Festivore were White Knight's bestie, where they were just like, it was mainly Festivore who would just constantly be at the fucking beck and call of a fucking prime deity.
See, I just had fun with a pile of corpses.
Didn't even talk. You didn't even have to do any work. It was crazy.
It was great.
More corpses.
They were lovely company. Better company than anyone else here. Fuck it.
Well, you don't like the naked nest with its unmoving, with its like absolute.
Oh, I didn't mean the anomalies.
Ah, yeah. Present company is pretty fucked. Yuck. No, Loco needs to repress his emotions by repressing others. And was there no other way to train justice in this department? I thought we had one where I was just like, oh heck yeah, son, it's justice time, boy. But I guess not.
I desire justice.
Justice.
I need bigger numbers.
You just lazily slosh slime on people. That's numbers.
Please do not mock my profession.
Your profession of being a public drunk?
First off, I don't drink. Second off, fuck you. Third off, it is my wife who contained within that container. How dare you?
Just Torpo walks up to a social gathering. Hi, I'd like y'all to meet my girlfriend. She lives in this jug. No, I'm not crazy. Well, we have officially gotten back that second armor that we lost like a couple realities ago, so we never need to touch the naked nest again unless we are obligated to. Sweet.
Yep, fuck the naked nest.
Yeah, its gimmick is pretty unfun.
Oliver, what the fuck are you doing?
What is this for? It's a nest. It is a nest that that turns people into zombies via worms, much like that great game Dead Rising, which I think is getting a movie soon.
I thought it had a movie.
I saw a thing called Dead Rising Watchtower, and I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, I thought that was already out.
Is it? I just heard about it now, so I'm like fucking tripping balls right now.
Yeah, it came out in 2015.
And I'm guessing it's exactly how we'd expect it to be.
Pretty sure it's garbage.
Oh yeah, because like...
Think it's on Amazon?
Like, the thing about Dead Rising is that something happened at 2 that made it a little sketchier than normal, but 2 was still good. The moment we passed 2, Capcom just had a brain aneurysm and didn't know what made Dead Rising great.
I see. It was released directly on... It premiered on Sony's own digital service.
Ah, so that's why it died a horrible death.
Crackle. I mean, I'm sure it was shit to begin with, but you know.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if Dead Rising...
Also, because the guy who made it is a fucking nobody, like the director.
Huh.
Notable for being the director of Tasmanian Devils, Leprechaun Origins, and this movie.
Leprechauns had an origin movie?
I guess so! Fucking A.
That's like, that is by and far the weirdest news I've heard yet. Lobocorp. Thank you, Tallow. Wait. Oh no.
Man, why didn't they have a werewolf and go with that obvious pun?
Werewolf? Where?
No, I said, why didn't they have one?
Oh, Lobocorp. I mean, werewolves are not really cryptids, per se.
I can't wait for us to get Green Midnight and have Highwing become useless against it.
Yeah.
Tell me about your favorite cryptid, the meat grinder.
I was gonna say the Fresno Nightcrawler. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna do a midnight yet. I want to at least fill up a Justice Department before.
Also, you can't call this place full of cryptids. It doesn't even have a fucking Mothman.
Fair, valid, and fair.
Where's the Flatwoods monster?
All right, time to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do about.
Where's Bigfoot?
Luckily, we don't have any death procs in this situation, so we could just let the interns die forever. We don't care. Oh wait, this is not For some odd reason, I thought this was gonna be process of understanding, but no, it's just doubt. Doubt's fucking nothing.
God, should at least have a Rhode Island vampire. That's all I'm asking. Fucking Mercy Brown, dig her ass up.
Rhode Island vampire?
Yeah, Mercy Brown.
Never even heard of that.
She had TB, but everyone thought she was an evil spirit because her family died from TB.
Ah, yes, that's what I equate vampirism to, or that's what I equate tuberculosis to, vampires.
Well, no, it's great because every Halloween a bunch of kids loiter around the fucking grave.
Ah. It's so weird that fucking Fresno has a goddamn cryptid. I never heard of this until my D&D group started calling me the Fresno Nightcrawler, and I'm like, dude, what?
I mean, everyone knows the best cryptid is actually the Jersey Devil.
You say that, Mr. Jersey Boy.
What?
I can't believe Torp is
Long Island, New Jersey.
New Jersey this whole time.
There are a number of things wrong with what you just said, but okay, sure. I'm from Long Island, New Jersey.
Don't worry, I'm fucking around.
From New Jersey, where he
I know it's actually the other way around, Jersey, Long Island.
Exactly, fucking A.
Silly me. Guess that's why I'm not a scientist. Jersey Devil was an awful game. Yeah, Torpid knows. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I fucking know. Don't you worry. I'm fucking well aware.
The most interesting about New Jersey to me is the glitter factory and their incredible lengths to keep their methods of creating glitter a secret.
It's
a glitter mystery.
How is making glitter a mystery?
The way they manufacture it, like the methods and everything, is basically near CIA levels of scrutiny.
That's so weird. I know some other companies are like that tier, but I didn't think glitter was the case.
Yeah, there's certain technology used it because it's layers of nanometer thin things of plastic. Forget what the plastic whatever it is that they use.
Don't you fucking do it, Snow White. God damn it, Snow White. Firebird escaped. What?
Like so nanometer thin layers.
So we ignore Firebird, yeah?
Well, the thing is, you can fight Firebird, but if it does its fire move, it kind of burns everybody to
Yeah,
death.
it just turbo kills people. So we just have to ignore Firebird for now. But where did fucking... where did Snow White go? Okay, so what is the rabbit mask gas icon? That's the rabbit team. When shit goes entirely south, we bring them in. Where the fuck is...
Up to a certain thing.
Oh, fuck, they're up there.
You bring them in so they can fuck it up.
Do I even have the forces appropriate for dealing with that? Actually, here's a better idea. We have some A-lift tier gear here. We'll cancel this work order, and... I believe Snow White, or the apple is black damage, so we could just handily ignore it. Or we could just put a shield on there and then fuck with Snow White's day. Machine gun blows! Oh crap. Woodhood has a black weapon. They're functionally worthless. Where's Firebird?
Oh, you know.
Around. Ah! Found out where they went. There they go. Now get your idiot asses back to your department so you can heal. Isn't red 1 from escaping? Yep! But we are near energy consumption, so I don't really care. When escaped Firebird returns to its containment chamber after a short time. They get aggressive when they were damaged. Well, they're going here. Let's get the muscle out of here. And that is when Loco never touched a fucking apple again.
Look, you can always count on him to fuck up, okay?
I noticed. Look at all these fucking dead interns. Jesus Christ.
So I've realized why the directional audio really annoys me.
Why is that?
Because everything is in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be favoring the left and right audio channels like that, and I hate it.
It makes no fucking sense.
Exactly, see? It agrees with me.
But it's just another weird quirk of this game that makes it a lot more charming.
This game is supremely jank, and that really does kind of endear it to you, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's so much wrong with it. I had to buy RAM for this fucking game in order to stream it properly. And I don't care because it's that interesting. Like, fuck.
Okay. I am curious as to how they're gonna handle the sequel.
Library of Ruinia, yeah?
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting, yeah, because it's a completely different gameplay style.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not Lobotomy Corp 2, it's something totally different.
I
wonder if this setting is still the same.
Oh, the setting is still the same because the library is a wing of the corporations that Lobotomy Corporations details in the story. So it's
I'm saying it as it's so meaning that we can learn more about the head and the head and whatnot.
Yeah, we're definitely going to learn more about the world mythos. It's just that we're in a different company right now.
Like, is it post this, or is it a concurrent story? Fuck.
I don't know. That's the thing. And also, like, it's a roguelike match 3 cooking simulator. No, This is not Battle Chef Brigade, a game I should probably go back to someday. Ah, didn't have been promoted. Loco now has Justice 5. Torpid now has Justice 4. How disappointing.
Look, this is your own fault, Wang, and nobody else's.
I'm gonna laugh if it's a Library of Ruinia is just one of them fucking what are those RPG games on the phone where people like spend billions of dollars trying to
Gotcha.
gotcha trash. Wouldn't that be great? All of these are trash. I'll get the singing machine. It's the most benign in our world.
Learn more about the head, the eye, and the claw.
Everything is advancing, but the human mind is too slow to catch up. I know we've seen this 3 times already, but I always enjoy it. I like reading random dialects because it's really interesting to see how they try to wax philosophical in this game. All that remains is 26 singularities and the one tied to them. Porcubus isn't bad. Yeah, but he's like so mercurial where like if you fuck up, you're kind of fucking turbo dead. What do you think happened to A? He died. There's a lot of dialogue that. Oh yeah, that's right. This is where the brain drain starts.
The Wayne Dwayne.
I keep forgetting you're still not a claptrap. It's so disorienting. I'm enjoying the Langrisser. Everything's getting a fucking gacha these days. It's so weird. Did you know that Wild Arms made a gacha game and then it failed almost instantly? Because it's fucking Wild Arms.
I didn't know about it, but I'm not surprised.
Like, oh man, Wild Arms lost the fucking message so long ago. It's hilarious.
I mean, I still love the hot mess that has been the new Front Mission game.
There's a new Front Mission game?
Yes.
Yet Left Alive.
What's the new Front Mission game? Because I don't think
Left Alive.
Oh, I saw that on Steam. Is that any good?
It's already been. It's already out in Japan.
And people are shitting on it so much that it's now basically banned from being streamed.
Wow! Did someone say waxing philosophical? Fucking Shiro Masamune. Oh man, Shiro Masamune is weird because if I remember right, Shiro was the dude that made a Ghost in the Shell, yeah? Just confirm or deny, because my diatribe continues depending on the answer, because I don't know if I'm mixing people up here. Okay, Shiro Masamune made Ghost in the Shell. Then they would continue on, because some motherfucker posted this as like gaslighting the author. They would go on to make porn, where the people are really fucking oily, and it's weird. Who was asking? Ice Cream. There we go. Was Shiro Masamune Pat Labor? Huh. Appleseed makes sense, but Pat Labor feels I gotta figure out how to fix my fucking compulsion with character designing. Nothing is ever good enough.
Well, that's your own damn fault.
No, it's not good enough. I hate it. Wait, does this department have a bald? It does not. We need a bald. We need some weird looking bald here. That's a weird looking bald. Let's go with it. Reinforcement, get your level 4 temperance. Got 9 to play with. We can expedite someone. Just trying to figure out who.
What do you mean?
Well, 9 is enough to get justice to level 4, so I'm wondering who do I want to pump up to level 4 and just, like, stop wasting our fucking time. Let's swap out him for him. That way Torpid could continue his justice training unabated and not leave it to Loco, who will inevitably fuck it up. Did I tangle with Ice Team? Oh, everybody tangled with Ice Queen. That's not part of Central Command, because I'm not gonna fucking corrupt 15 people across a workday. That's just some fucking idiotic tier micro there. And yeah, you can fight Firebird, and I think you're intended to because you get a weapon from doing so. It's a WoW weapon, so it's okay, but like, I want to do it, but I don't know how to fight them. Because last time I just tried throwing wave after wave of my own men at it, and the entire fucking department died. Which is also the same circumstance with Yin and Yang. Why are you idiots not moving? Go. Singing machine. What's singing machines rules? A pretty good ego gift, actually. And play with level 4 or more fortitude. Oh, right, if it's a high level, singing machine kind of goes crazy. Do I? Oh no! Oh no! Ice Claw! I didn't gear up Ice Claw. Fuck. Oh well. Enjoy your first day dying instantly. Where's Torpo? Who needs insight training here? Absolutely no one. Instinct training, though, probably necessary. Get to work, men. You got shit to do.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best wall weapon, but it's. I will say, but it is up there as in really being really good.
Oh, the Buzzsaw Bazooka? Yeah.
No, the Fiery Bird's weapon.
It's actually good? I thought it was just like
It's long. It's throwing feathers. It's long range. It's very fast attack speed, but does 4 to 5 white damage.
Maybe I should fight the bird someday. Maybe it should be this day.
Don't be an idiot and play with fire.
Wait. Syntax is sensitive here. Are you saying don't be an idiot, go play with fire? Or are you saying don't be an idiot by playing with fire?
The latter.
Okay. Had to make sure. Because, like, when I was playing D&D at a game shop yesterday, everybody was trying too hard to, like, do everything the safest way possible and not, like, and not lose their character, but I'm just sitting there like, be dumb, do crimes, come on.
Being dumb is half the fun of pen and paper.
It's like, it's a low level game in Strahd, come on, we can be dumb and do crimes.
You're gonna fight Fiery Bird. Preferred weapons are black damage because it's weak. It's 1.2 weak to black, but
it's early. It's early in the day. Fuck it, let's do it.
But I say black damage because you only have one weapon. I'm not sure if you have anybody using the weapon. Well, never mind, you do have a person. Pale damage is best to use on Fiery Bird because they're vulnerable to it.
I think we have one person with pale damage right now. That's not he. Fiery Bird. Oh wow, white damage is fucking worthless.
Yeah, so you want either black or pale.
No, Festivore, stop. You're worthless there. Dez is low level. He'd probably get microwaved instantly. Red damage is not optimal, but fuck it.
You know, this normal day music is actually pretty snazzy.
Yeah. All right, you guys finished your work, so I could also send Torpid in there. I could send Torpid to fight a bird.
Looks like you can get multiple copies of the Feather of Honor. The only thing is that for you to be able to, you can only get it once per day.
So every day we gotta fight the Firebird to print weapons. Got it. That's not who I want to select. There we go. Oh, this is a stupid idea, but we're gonna do it. I think the last time I attempted this, I didn't have Aleph gear. That's why we failed. Have anyone else? I don't think I have anyone else. It's just gonna be those guys versus the bird. Are we still on for Gundam talks? I mean, hey, your chat. I'm gonna miss paying attention to you a lot, so if you want to talk Gundam, go for it.
When breaching in the room where it is located, will get a special filter, and all other entities in the same room will start to receive red damage constantly. As your abnormality is attacked, it will prepare for a moment and a charge against the attacker, dealing great white damage to anyone in its path until reaching the end of the room. Employees who attack it will also get blinded, with their work speed halved until completing a work. However, employees wearing Bird of Judgment's Eagle Gift will not suffer this debuff.
That's a lot of strat and game FAQs there to say that I'm not gonna follow those orders. I'm just gonna swarm this motherfucker with damage. I forget the rules of Firebird. Is it if you do a good job, they get hype? Yep. So we gotta do a good job against Firebird, get him hype. Atla did not do good work. Why do you always fuck it up, Atla? We had plans. God damn it. Greco was good. I did not like Greco. Greco to me said one very obvious message. We want to sell toys. And that disgusted me.
No, they're poking fun at me because of what I said in the chat.
Gotcha.
They called my fucking bluff.
Oh yeah, I see. If I deem your Gundam opinions bad, I have the sword. Yeah, Greco was bad. I like Iron Blood Orphans in some ways, but I recognize that the plot is just wish fulfillment.
I enjoyed it up until they introduced a specific character, and then I just kind of stopped enjoying it because they really they really kind of make too much of a deal out of him.
Yeah, wish fulfillment.
Yeah, it was kind of gross. Like, it felt like one of the writers projecting, basically.
What was it? Gundam Thunderbolt though? That was super fucking good because it was the original war, and it did a good message, and it had a lot of crazy viewpoints that you would not expect. It was the viewpoint of a fucking Xeon team. It was really good. Like, man, I was legitimately impressed with how good that show was. Also, apparently I was looking at some Discords today, and apparently a lot of movie theaters were bribed to stop every fucking movie except for Captain... Is it Captain America? No, it's Captain Marvel.
I'm not surprised.
The American Air Force is excited from Captain Marvel.
Finally, time for shit to burn.
Oh, that's a lot of damage already.
Yep.
Well, that's because they're wearing, like, red weak armor.
Forget, doesn't my weapon do black damage?
It does, that's why you're there.
When he's
Yeah, I
gonna,
thought so.
you're gonna attack it, then it's gonna charge across the room, killing everybody in the room.
Oh, you idiots! What are you dumb motherfuckers doing? You were supposed to fight the bird.
Help! I'm burning to death.
Just don't.
Are you ready for critical failure? Because I sure am. God damn, it's so tanky. Yep, there
Nano's
it
going
is.
down pretty fast.
Yep. Let's retry that date.
Fucking told you.
That's an idiotic amount of white damage. Fuck. How do people reliably do that?
It charges towards its attacker, so like,
Yeah,
you could like.
but how
have
the game
someone-
works? How the game works though is eventually everybody's going to be the attacker after the first instance, so you can't really like bait and switch someone.
The rabbit team is not a constant source of death until they kill their target. There are a maximum number of rabbits that are sent out. If the rabbits don't kill, if the rabbits all die before they take out the target, they will stop.
If the rabbits all die, they'll stop. Good to know.
I mean, it's the fact that like there's only like what 30 of them, 30 agents or something like that they send out.
Yeah. I should have gotten, yes, level 2 shed skin. So I could at least give Ice Claw a weapon.
I hate this hair.
It's pretty bad, but Bald is
It
low.
offends me deeply.
Bald is amazing. Attack it and duck the door as it preps and repeats. Ugh. I hate that. It's... It'd be cool if it was something like an action game, but like a really janky RTS. I'm kind of like, I don't wanna. I'd rather not get the weapon instead. Let's train Torpo in bullshit.
Yeah! I love bullshit.
It's a very much a whiny piss baby complaint. But, no. I'd rather not. Slow down bullets is a good idea, but like, Then again, if I can't beat Firebird, how am I gonna beat a fucking Midnight? The worst thing is we're, like, despite the- oh, what? I thought that was a high success rate. Why was it so low? Does Red just not like, Instinct?
Yeah, we're just bad.
Well, at the very least, Red doesn't care about the Armageddon counter. They just care if you're a really shitty manager that doesn't know how to do shit for shit, you shithead. Torpo needs to train repression. I think I was training attachment for Void Knight. Continue the training. Get your
Soon I'll
justice.
become a master of repressing my own emotions.
Oh, not your emotions. The emotions of others.
Oh, fuck, I was hoping to become a deeply emotionally stunted individual.
Ah, yes, like the soldiers in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So, I've never played Metal Gear Solid 4, but I've seen a lot of LPs and shit, but I never realized that apparently those nanomachines were repressing emotions, and anytime Ocelot did his bullshit, they were freaking out because it was like several years of shell shock all at once.
Yep.
And that's the stupidest fucking explanation I've ever heard of.
I mean, they stated out right at some point.
Yeah,
They
he
do.
gains. Yeah, because he gains control of the nanomachines.
Yeah, it's still so dumb.
Oh, all of 4 is dumb, but that's why I love it.
I love it, especially when you just shoot someone with laughing darts, and then they just stop, laugh, and just start shooting your allies.
It's pretty good.
Guns of the Patriots! Your weapons are useless!
So never forget that the reason for the B&B core in that game is because there were some models that Kojima really liked.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of things that he adds to it is all actually just all arbitrary. It's just great.
I mean, yeah, don't forget the dominant and recessive genes bit was because of, oh fuck, what was it? The one movie with Arnold and Danny DeVito.
Oh, twins?
Twins, yeah.
Wins.
You could have said Junior too, but that was not it!
I know. It's like, wait, no, that's different. That's not exactly it.
I forget how I'm supposed to work this stupid anomaly. I guess I'll be attached to a naked nest. Gross.
Tasty.
Nastiest. Oh no, punishing bird! Yeah, I spent my Sunday weekend, doing the best thing ever, and that was watching a 4-hour fucking analytical video about Metal Gear Solid 4. Which
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Which, admittedly, the editing was really good and I like the jokes, but Jesus Christ. I needed something to do when I was doing like 3 days of dishes that I completely put off because D&D, motherfucker. Also paying bills, also organizing laundry. I needed something to drone out the monotony of everyday life. So I just listened to a guy gripe about Metal Gear Solid 4 for 4 hours. Also, let me tell you, the worst thing about moving out and being on your own, doing your own fucking dishes. I hate it.
Dishwasher.
We don't got one. Dishwasher would be a good idea, but this is a shitty apartment that's like 30 years old.
To be fair, I fucking build Gundams to Giant Bomb Infinite, so what the fuck do I know?
Man, I should get back into Gunpla. I'm still sitting on a fucking RX-78 711 model.
Time to build a Neo Zeon.
The Neo Zeon is so fucking expensive.
It's huge.
It is. The HG Neo Zeon viewers is size-wise is equivalent to a series of models that is like, I want to say double the price of it, triple the price maybe, but also it's as tall as, we'll say, a 24-inch TV. Gundam models are fucking hilarious. I love them.
It doesn't
They're
more
great.
armor, and in the series, it is fucking huge. So
Don't you get a it's not a Hyakushiki. What's the? Don't you get a Nightingale with the Neo Zeon?
I don't know.
My dream though is to finish the fucking Tall Geese, the MG Tall Geese I bought like years ago, but also to get like I think it was Crossbone Verka.
That one's pretty good.
Is it the one with the actual cloth cloak, or is it like a jointed plastic cloak?
There is one that has an actual cloth cloak, but no, the one I want is like the original core Crossbone.
Not the pirate one with the cloth cloak and the robot parrot that's sold out.
I don't remember a robot parrot.
Yeah, there's one that has robot parrot.
Yeah, that one I don't remember. Hang on a second. Why is that failure rate so low? Oh yeah, because Void Knight is shit at her job, that's right. Silly me. It's the 4 hours video by Steak Bentley? Yes. Geop linked it on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll watch it. Oh no, punishing bird. Oh, neat. Shy Guy got the gift from Red. Now he looks completely idiotic.
God, I appreciate how fucking expensive the Neo Zeong is, despite being a high grade.
It's like, what, $100, yeah?
No, it's more than 100.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, I thought Snow White was gonna bust out. I was a little worried. That's actually goddamn impressive.
Yeah, like on the site I usually go through, it's something like 250.
250
Also, it's
for
out of stock.
250
Fuck.
for a fucking HG, goddamn. What
This
the
is what I'm
fuck?
talking about. This is what
It's
I'm
a big
talking
boy. It's no perfect grade, but
X1, yeah, that's the one with the cloth.
about. It comes with a parrot.
Where's the parrot? Or is that the second thing you linked?
It's second image.
Oh, this is a metal build. No wonder it's so high detailed. Fuck. Oh
Hold
my
up.
god, the fucking parrot. That's great. See, that's the thing about Warhammer for, like... The thing about, Gundam is that, like, for the most part, it's just one model that you're gonna invest a lot of time in. And it's what? $20, $30 for an HG, $50 for a RG, $100 for an MG. For a
You can buy
Warhammer...
MGs are usually around like 60.
Yeah.
60 to
That's-
80.
You can buy Gunpla from freaking GameStop.
But, like, Warhammer is, like, $100 flat for a fraction of an army. What the fuck? And the great thing about Gundam is that you don't have to paint it. It's gonna look silly if it's gonna look a little silly if you don't paint it, but it fucking works. Just like
I mean, you really don't need to paint most of them. It doesn't really look that silly.
you just need to like properly file
water-
off. The water slides are good,
Yeah.
yeah, but like you just gotta file the nubs down properly, polish it so you don't have any stress marks, get it a flat coat, and bam, Gundam looks great. Warhammer, you gotta go fucking in it on this thing that's like as tall as your goddamn thumb. Ugh.
Also, you generally don't even need to file down that much if you got like just a nice pair of nippers.
I got a good pair of nippers, but there's always a little bit. So my file, you're gonna love this Torpo. A lot of people recommend, like, say, nail files or sandpaper. I got a fucking file that's used to sharpen saw teeth. It's really good. Like, it fits perfectly in your hand, doesn't bend, doesn't dull, doesn't, like, distort. And it polishes it to a fucking mirror shine. It's really good. Like, holy shit, I never would have expected it. And it was like $5? Like, damn, that's a tool for life. What the fuck was I doing in this?
Dying.
I mean, clearly, but still, I lost track of time here. Ah, yes, the good old advice of thin your paints. I learned that well when I was painting D&D minis. Oh no, Tal, I gave up on trying to fight the fucking Firebird. That was an exercise in futility. I say foo because it's fuck you utility.
Also, everyone knows that lining pencils for Gundams are where it's at.
I always used very thin like micro pens because I like the hard shadows. I really like hard shadow lines. people say that like brown washes or pencils are more natural looking, but fuck that. It's a fucking cartoon mech. Make that shit look good. I don't need any realism in my fucking mecha anime where the designer clearly wants to sell toys.
Battle damage.
Good battle damage is really nice, but you don't need to like go. You're not gonna impress anyone by going with pencil over pen. Do what you like.
Follow your dreams.
I should just like get a really good webcam and just do a fucking Gunpla build stream. It's gonna get like 10 viewers at most, but man, I just need to get off my ass and build that fucking 7-Eleven Gundam.
Ah, yes. Just have fun showing off them water decals, plying them.
It's not water decals on the 7-Eleven Gundam, buddy. It's stickers.
I mean, a lot of Gundams come with both, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I think this one is an older version, so it didn't come with it.
Also, water decals, at least in my experience, tend to be on the like master grade.
Yeah.
Not up.
You could also just like go to a website and get like water grade decals for any quality, any model. I remember doing the RG Mark II Titan, which is by and far my favorite kit ever. The RG Mark II is fucking amazing. I didn't like the fact that it was still stickers, so I just went and bought water slides from the master grade Mark II, and it still looks really good. It's just also it's been exposed to open air for like years, so it's super dusty and I haven't cleaned it. I'm a terrible property owner. What the fuck is cleaning shit? I don't care.
What I enjoy is one of my cats decided to chew one of the Gundams, so I'm still bitter about that.
Aww, that sucks.
It's the reason I keep that room closed off now.
You should do what everybody else does and get that fucking, brainwork, that IKEA display case. Gotta put your Figmas and your Gunpla in there, dude. You know it to be true.
Okay, but what do I do with all these Nendos?
Same place, man. You're just gonna need shelving units for them too.
I have so many Nendos. It's a problem.
Nendas are something I really want, but like, I keep spacing out on it because they look really cute. They're
really cute and solid quality for what you pay, but
they're gonna make a fucking Dorohedoro Nendo, and I'm going to break.
I still want to get the Lena Inverse one. I have no money, but one day when I do, I will get that fucking Lena Inverse Nendo, so help me.
One Nendo I wanted to get was one of Nanachi from Made in Abyss.
Oh god, that's a show I've been told to watch several times, but I just never do.
Show I have mixed feelings about.
It's a show where you say, "Hey, you like children? Fuck them."
I heard it's really brutal to a kid's dreams.
So it's the author is kind of weird about how much he likes to see cute things suffer.
Yeah, it basically is like it has a cute art style, right? There's like horrific violence.
So what you're saying, it's effectively an anime snuff film. Also, I completely forgot who's working Happy Teddy Bear, so fuck it, Arrowman, you're working it.
And I kind of, but not quite.
How do you
does feel kind of gross though at times.
How do you feel about gore?
How do you feel about bad things happening to children constantly?
I mean, so long as it's not like up its own ass about it.
Not really, but it's just horrible. Just rips it like, oh man, I need something. It just rips part like their arms off. Here you go. Oh. Or the experiment.
They have one Nendo, it's of Yoko and her gun broke. Which version of Yoko? Like, the regular questionable teen design or the outright porn star design of, like, end of Act 2? Because, man...
Our titties.
They kind of went nuts on Yoko's design when they went to space. It was weird.
Let's make her tits bigger and even more scantily clad.
Ah, fuck, I gotta fight a Red Noon. God damn it. Okay, we should probably deploy to where people are going to fucking murder and kill if they deploy, so shit.
Man, I hate that I'm just now thinking about that fucking Lena Inverse Nendo. Angry I don't have it.
It's right there, Torpo. You can own it right now. Do it.
It ain't cheap,
Do it.
but Lena Inverse is great.
Do it. Live your life. Live the life you want. Buy now. Support capitalism.
Lena Inverse, peak D&D character.
Pretty much. Wasn't that just a fucking D&D campaign anyways?
I don't know, honestly. But it may as well have been up to a point.
Oh, you can tell a lot of fantasy animes were just, this was our pen and paper setting. But it's good. Like, we wouldn't have gotten such great things such as Slayer or fucking Dungeon Meshi if we didn't get that shit. Was it 7-Star Saga or no? What was it? God damn it! I'm trying to remember one. Record of Lodoss War. That was just straight up D&D, wasn't it?
Think so. I know Goblin Slayer is also based on a D&D game.
No,
Fucking
it's literally D&D actually.
Yeah, it is literally D&D, but it's also made in response to a really shitty isekai.
God, people in the Time Warriors Discord were talking about isekai and how shit the fucking genre was, and I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, it's a really... The popular stuff is real bad.
It's usually shit, but I just generally read it because there's nothing. Because that's the only thing that's actually coming out that is like just there to read.
Yeah, a lot of it's like wish fulfillment too, but I mean, there's still some good stuff. I still have a soft spot for the slime isekai.
I enjoyed I'm a Spider So What, but I also just kind of stopped reading because like,
Yeah. Also, there's some really good niche stuff. Yeah, Konosuba's really fucking good. I fucking love Konosuba.
Which one was Konosuba?
Explosion.
It's a parody of the genre.
Basically, this thing is the god is like, you can take anything you want over to the end. And then the guy decides, I take you, goddess. And she's like, shit.
He takes her because she was being a piece of shit to him too. Like she was making fun of him for the way he died, which admittedly was really embarrassing.
I still think like the best thing about that show is the one screen cap I saw where it was the dude dying in slime anime. It just says, "My best friend, please destroy my computer."
Yeah, it's great because like the post credits thing, like at the end of the episode, is him just hurling it into the fucking tub.
It's like, I have honored your last wishes, but I have honored your wishes, Kyodai.
This fucking asshole with Kohai of mine is trying to flaunt him dating the office Madonna with me after getting stabbed. I mean, it was just me trying to flaunt me getting my success at you.
Okay.
Also, yeah, the other thing about Konosuba is it is carried by its voice actors.
Really?
Explosion.
Yes, they do an amazing job. Aqua's in particular is really fucking good. But also so is Megumin's.
A month later, we can cue. Have we not seen this yet? 0240. What is that?
Oh wait, what's the thing?
0240. A month later, we concluded there was no such thing as the Beast. Oh, is that Big Bird? Where's
I thought you had Big Bird. I gotten Big Bird.
No, we got Justice Bird. We never fully researched Big Bird because I died to Apocalypse Bird.
It is Big Bird.
It is Big Bird?
Mm-hmm. It is Big Bird.
We never did get his weapons and armor.
Yes, Big Bird. It's time, everybody.
Apocalypse Bird!
Like, it's taking like ages for a bunch of like manga to be translated, but I've been reading it. Like, someone tried to be different. Like, one was just, oh, it's this old guy and his grandson just like hanging out. Then a robber appears. The old guy stops the robber and stuff, and suddenly he wakes up. Like, apparently he ended up getting killed.
Hey Torpo,
The
can you
guy's
do me
like,
a favor?
"Hello, child."
What's up?
I bought Mob 100 on Amazon because it was on sales like the whole season for like $8. Can you tell me if season 2 is available for purchase? Because I absolutely.
It has not finished airing yet.
Oh, Amazon does post. Okay, fuck.
Yeah, it's
See, I don't want to subscribe to another service because, like, honestly, I'm really debating just canceling Netflix because I haven't watched it in a while. But I think it's mainly because I haven't like committed time to just sitting down and watching something. Who haven't I hired in Lobotomy Corporation? Chat, make your voice known. Who have I not hired? Who deserves to be fucking turbo murdered by either Gebra or Bird? Let your voice be known so I could be mercurial and not hire you at all. No Skippy? I haven't done Skippy in a while, yeah. Good old chill Skippy. Hire another me? No. You're not an Aleph. So the ones I absolutely know are Bakuli and Cecil Kane. Have I done Tiger yet? No, I think he's also part of the pool. I need a fucking decision maker. Where the fuck is... Oh, right. I say decision maker with my fucking idiotically priced dice that I've bought.
Been a fun 4 months.
Thank you, Tangled String. The dice have decided, the fucking wooden dice that were masterfully engineered for
Shut up!
for an irresponsible amount of money.
Just fucking get to it!
I'm not bragging, I'm fucking throwing myself under the bus. There we go. We haven't had anybody with this stupid face yet. Let's do it. Who else needs a bump in justice?
I need justice.
You have Max. You cannot be any
I
justicer.
need more! Give me bigger numbers!
You cannot be justicier. It's literally impossible.
I desire bigger numbers!
Also, I'm gonna fucking move you out of there. That's dumb.
I will become even more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Okay, Ben. Yeah, I think Hoodwood needs that because he's the big motherfucker. We will put people in places once I figure out how to get my shit in order.
Man, it's still super weird to me being able to hear this fucking music.
It's great, isn't it?
Shit slaps.
I hate that that's a term because I don't know how that's a term. Like, who the fuck thought?
Would you rather I say it whips ass?
Honestly, yeah, because at least you have a vague window of how that works. Who listened to music and their first thought was like, I want to slap something after listening to that?
That's not what that means, but okay.
So many good people willing to die. Why did I put Smash? Oh yeah, Smasher was in there to work on.
So apparently, I can tie up people for subscribing.
What?
There's an option next to Ice Claw's sub that says
Twitch.
time out Ice Claw or ban Ice Claw.
Oh, Twitch, no, what are you doing? I don't understand. I just want people to have a place where they can sit on a couch on the internet, point at me and laugh, and possibly stick a $5 bill in the fucking cheeks of the couch. I don't need Torpo having this much power.
More powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Unlimited power.
To be fair, I'm not gonna abuse it.
Cracks of the couch.
It's real shit.
I don't know why I said cheeks of the couch. I meant cracks. The butt cheeks of the couch.
Tangled, the answer is I have mod powers. That's how much power I have.
Okay, we do have full thing. We could, in theory, gun for midnight right the fuck now.
I mean,
How okay are we with losses here is the question.
you're just gonna time scam after this, aren't you?
Probably not, because if someone dies, their equipment's gone. And if I lose shit like the fucking reverberation or Red's armor, that sucks dick. We'll gun for midnight as far as we can. If I see purple or green, I'm probably gonna cut it. Though, speaking of which, it is a midnight.
Speaking of banning, I should ban Tiger Brows right now for that shit.
Trying to sneak through the furniture store, but I'm big dummy thick. And my ass cheeks keep alerting the store owners trying to get me to buy shit. There we go.
Oh, it's the cheeks of the couch.
My couch is big dummy thick. I hate this.
Oh, that's right. I can delete individual messages now.
Yeah, we could be fucking 1986? I forget what the big old censorship store was. Hey, look, it's Big Bird. How you doing, buddy? I've researched nothing of you. Ah, fuck. Let's go ahead.
I want to say hi to the bird. I love birds. Birds are great.
Hang on a second. I gotta figure out how to cheat the bird. And by cheat the bird, I mean properly research him so he doesn't like stab out your goddamn eyes.
It's fine. I didn't need those eyes anyway.
Fucking Big Bird's a big ol' he, ain't he? Yep, there he is.
He a chufty bird.
Manager tips. Oh, god damn it, he's a fucking employee death boy.
Okay, don't send me in.
When the work result was bad. Okay, so if the work result was bad, the counter was reduced. If the work result was good, counter increased. Level 2 emergency, he escapes. And then they explain his gimmick. Looks like instinct and attachment are the way to go. Hi, it is me. We're in lap 4 of this fucking game. I'm just referencing stuff at this point. Touch the bird, Torpo. Do it now.
I want to touch the bird. Can I touch its eye?
Why do you want to touch its eye?
Because it looks cool.
That's extremely painful sounding.
Only if I'm a jerk about it.
I can think of no foreseeable way of touching an eye without it being absolutely miserable for the recipient.
Just lightly brush the eye.
I love you, eye. Okay, who's combat focused on this team? I think Hurley is the best bit just because they already have 4 and it'll make training super fucking easy. Look the eye. We're not Italians. Come on. I am not being racist towards Italians. It's a fucking JoJo reference. I had to think that. I realized what I said at the end there. God damn it.
Also, oh god, the latest episode they tried explaining King Crimson.
Yeah, you mentioned that, what, 3 days ago?
So good! Ah!
Isn't the explanation that they still don't fucking explain it right?
No, they technically explain it, but it's a whole lot of nonsense. And really it boils down to it just works.
So it explains it by not explaining it. Fucking.
Oh no, it over-explains it to the point of confusion. Like, they clearly didn't know what they were going for.
Oh gosh. Come on. Video games, please. And by video games, I mean anime. Okay, so we haven't looked at Big Bird in, what, months? So let's take a look at their lore. A sudden thought struck 240. If I kill the creatures first, no creatures will be killed by the monster. And then, the forest found peace.
Can't kill me if you're already dead.
Look at those fucking eyes. Facing 240, Torpo nervously shrinks and twitches. A dazzling bright lamp is in front of Torpid, who has turned his or her head to avoid seeing 240, but you can't avoid seeing all of them fucking eyes.
I want to touch it.
It's like that scene where Carl was revived in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but they didn't have a body for his decapitated head, so they just used the crate of eyeballs that I think Frylock had? That episode was a head fuck. Like, man, that episode of Aqua Teen was fucking weird. If I looked like that, I would just run to the nearest living thing and kill it. Let me show you my affection here, Shake. Ah! Why would anyone have a crate of eyeballs? Aqua Teen Hunger Force makes no goddamn sense, and trying to make sense of it is a folly.
Yeah, it's a fool's errand.
But man, it got us the best piece of stream lore. Carl is one of the sheep from Catherine. Who the fuck was I training? There we go. It isn't any different at all, is it, Steve? It's like my favorite line ever. I guess Mako deserves a heal. Motherfucker's working on a bird. He deserves every advantage he could get. So we can open the hell portal, yes. And I don't know if I'm competent enough to handle the apocalypse.
I mean, you can't, but I would love to see you attempt it.
How would we get all three to escape at once without horrible Armageddon occurring?
You can't.
Because we were able to do it before reliably, and not a lot of people died, I think.
If memory serves, isn't it that if two of them escape, the third will, like, he's guaranteed to escape and then they go invincible?
I think so, yeah. So we need to figure out a way to get, it's basically get either Big Bird or just probably Big Bird, because Justice Bird escaping is a fucking terrible thing. Get Big Bird to 1, wait for Punishing Bird to escape, work on Big Bird, and then fucking get your vodka ready, because this shit's gonna be a nightmare. I gotta make this shit exciting, don't I? Well, let's just finish out the day, fully research Big Bird. Then we can touch the poop.
It can only go well.
I feel like one of my emoticons, if I do get partner, should be like a poop emoji with a finger poking it.
Ryan, why don't you get the basic information? Or do that, whatever.
What day is it?
It is... Oh fuck, what day is it? I think we're in...
Sunday!
I think it's day...
Because he can only the event can only trigger if it's day 21 and onwards.
Oh, Armageddon Bird? Oh yeah, we're fucking well within it.
This Sunday at
the California Arena. I don't know why I said that. God damn it. It's the Apocalypse Bird! Come watch righteous fury as these three birds become one and fucking eat your eyes!
Ah, yes, you pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
We here at Lobotomy Corporation do not hold any liability for your safety when it comes to the Apocalypse Bird show. You will be forced to sign a waiver when you sign up. Your life is now ours. Thank you.
Ah, that explains the interns.
They went to fucking Apocalypse Bird Armageddon showdown.
We're like a Disney World of murder.
Oh god, I have like no memories of Disneyland. I went there a bunch as a kid, but I don't remember any. Oh no, naked nest. Get to work, Wang. All y'all motherfuckers need to get to work, cause bugs are coming. And we need to keep this place fucking clean.
But I hate bugs.
Yeah, cool, now you get to stomp on them.
Hell yeah. There's a bug in my bathroom, like at the corner of my shower. And just every time I take a shower, it's like this game of, will it come over here? Does it want to die?
I don't see why you don't just preempt it and fucking hit it with a spot of Windex or
Because,
something.
I mean, it does stuff, it eats pests, I'm fine with it, it's not bugging me.
Okay,
But if it comes near me, it's fucking dead.
I still remember, like, one of the times in my life where I experienced the most terror ever was, like, 3 seconds, where I was clearly asleep. I recognized I was asleep even in my own fucking dream. And then I feel an impact on my face. I wipe it away with my hand. I see the corpse of a spider, and I fucking leap out of my bed.
Yeah, so, like, a bunch of spiders like to descend right where I sit. So if they get too close without even thinking, like instinctively I fucking slap them between my two hands, and immediately freak out, realizing I have dead spider on my hands, and this happens consistently.
Like, I usually don't bug spiders. In fact, I really like spiders. I think they're neat. But, like, when you land on my fucking face when I'm asleep, I ain't responsible for your well-being. Fuck off, Lolth.
Yeah, my general stance is, I'm pretty chill with spiders, they do a good job and whatnot, but also, if you ever come near me, you are fucking dead.
We don't get ego gifts until we fully research them, yeah? I think that's how this rule works. I haven't had any pest problems with this apartment, though, and it's fucking nice. I remember one of my apartments in college, one of the tenants was a complete fucking chode, and just left an open can of tuna around for months. The bugs never did stop coming back.
Oh, God.
There was always just a little bit.
Let me tell you about the time that, we got... There's the downstairs has ceiling tiles. It's not like just like a flat ceiling or what have you. And so one day, some wasps got into those tiles right above the washing machine. So that morning, I was stumbling in the fucking dark, turned on the light, and I just see all movement in that light, and I freaked the fuck out. So then I got somebody else to help me, and we had this big bottle of bug spray, and just kept spraying into the light over and over until they were all dead.
With Torpo, death has to be certain. If you are a pest, consider your life forfeit.
I don't think anyone's actually had the courage to clean out that light yet.
Torp is desperately trying to kill the light.
Oh my god, Big Bird has a 5 Armageddon counter. Are you
So
kidding?
when you turn on the light, you still see all those wasp corpses. It's a reminder.
I cast you away. I cast you away.
It is It is not a threat, it is a fucking promise.
Oh god, that's right. The ego gift for this bird
Here's
is
your
actually
eyes.
really
This
fucking
is
good.
this desperately spraying. Away! Away!
Well, no, we lift the ceiling tile, spray into the light, and then close it.
Did I ever tell my story about my childhood encounter with a fucking wasp?
No?
This is gonna be a quick story, but it shows you like the true form of Wang luck. I was but a young lad, like 10 years old, I think at the time, and we had like this old jungle gym in our backyard that I still went to, even though it was like a rusty piece of shit. And I was having but a blast. It was great. And then I heard a sound. Next thing I knew, something landed on my eyeball. I saw a blur of yellow. Then the most astronomical amount of pain I ever felt in my life shot right into my goddamn eyeball. I've been slashed in the fucking forearm and face by a cat. That wasp sting was a piece of shit.
I still have a scar on each wrist from my cats when they dug their claws under the skin.
Man, I hate cats.
I love them, but I think it's Stockholm Syndrome at this point.
I want to like cats. Whenever I
It's
see
the taxoplasmosis.
I want to like
Probably.
I want to like cats. I'm always nice to strays whenever they're polite and shit, but man, I hate cats. They're just so filthy. And they're apparently like the most violent thing ever.
Not particularly.
I mean, they like my buddy Drex. He's a cool guy, a pretty great streamer. Like he has a cat, and the moment he got his cat, his couch was fucking destroyed. Like I remember hanging out with him and Gurk one time. I go to his couch, and like the left side, the front end, is just claw marks.
I mean, Ice Claw, they're cleaning themselves with their tongues. It's less cleaning and more like preening, but yeah.
Did I tell everyone to move? Yeah, I did. Complete food. Complete your food.
But also, it depends upon the cat, honestly.
Also, I keep forgetting, what is toxoplasmosis? Isn't that the weird parasite cats have that is like entirely a non-issue?
Yeah. It makes you like cats more and slightly more prone to risk-taking behavior.
Oh, like making LPs. Gotcha, gotcha. Like the pause from Torposen.
Is it really a risk if you know it's a mistake from the get-go?
Yes, because you could still say, I'm not gonna do it. Who the fuck was that Justice Training? I think it was Hurlia. It's so weird that a parasite makes you like a species of animal more. I don't understand how that works.
It's supposed to make it prey, calm the prey down, but
I got a second
humans
degree
being
burn.
absolute fucking morons.
I got second degree burn from SpaghettiOs dropping them on my arm as ugh.
What?
I don't know what brought up this one-upping of violent accidents, but good on you.
I was doing a trial. We're talking about bugs and cats. Suddenly you think that, oh yes, I was once stung by extremely hot SpaghettiOs.
I mean, if we're talking
It was
about
a
if we're talking about
harrowing
violent
experience.
accident. If we're talking about violent accidents, I still have this funny story about TPR that I am related to in an ancillary way. The story being, at one point in TPR's life, he chopped up a considerable amount of his, I think it was his right fingertip. His right index fingertip, preparing some food. It was a pretty deep cut, like, it looks like something out of a fucking, I'm gonna go ahead and say RoboCop movie, because fuck it, that's the only gory movie I could think of at the time. Here's how I'm related. At the precise time TPR gores his finger, I bought him Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. I got some pretty violent messages, like, the next day.
Why would you do this?
I didn't know. I was just like, man, TPR is a good friend. I should get him a gift for Christmas. The next day, you motherfucker, I cut off my finger and you give me this? What? I also have a story about like how unreasonably violent kids can be.
Oh?
In 6th grade, yeah, I believe this is how the story goes. I don't think anyone would remember the story because I'm pretty sure anybody in 6th grade fucking forgot about this story by now. But in 6th grade, I recall witnessing an event where a young child by the age of like what 9 or 10, in all of his infinite wisdom, hit a kid in the fucking head with a sock filled with 9-volt batteries.
What the fuck?
The defender in all of his like legal rights responded by taking like the jagged remains of a nearby tree stump and would retaliate across the face.
The fuck? What is wrong with these kids?
Kids are fucking violent, man.
I mean, when I was younger, about I forget how exactly old I was, but I think I was in elementary school or something like that. I was a slave. I was as more often a slave to my basal impulses. So I stabbed my cousin in the leg with a pencil.
The worst I ever did was throw my brother down the stairs.
See, you're normal. That's good to hear.
No, actually, I'm not normal. We got really fucking violent. I actually have a scar on my chin from when he threw fucking controller at my face.
I was horrifically violent as a child.
Perfectly violent. Good description, Festivore.
No, I said horrifically.
Oh, okay. Did I ever tell my story about the darts?
We were playing darts at one time. My brother accidentally threw a dart in the back of my cousin's head. The same cousin I stabbed in the leg with a pencil.
I got hit in the head with a dart as well, like in the front, in like
also,
my.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, I too got hit in the head with the dart, but it was my forehead. But the impetus was dumb because it was because we had a Ninja Turtles brand sewer lid shield, and I thought I was fucking invincible. Do go on.
Also, I like how you think me hurling my younger brother down a flight of stairs is normal.
Let's be real here. It's more normal than a fucking sock of 9 volts.
True, but also
One of the horrific accidents I had as a kid was me I had like a jacuzzi in my backyard. It was kind of like in like this raised area where it was like covered like of bricks and stuff. I was mucking about. I tripped on a hose, fell, hit my head, corner of corner of a brick of that raised platform. Blacked out. Take me to the hospital? No. I just woke up on my kitchen floor and putting a big band-aid on my forehead. I have a scar on my forehead because of it, but then I was completely fine. So I'm assuming as a child I had a pretty thick skull.
So we can also assume that since you have a fucking forehead scar that you're gonna be the next anime protagonist. It all depends if it's it all depends if it's gonna be an isekai, a sci-fi anime, or just a slice of life.
It's not necessarily that prominent, but it's there. Like it's there.
it's
I mean, that happened to me
sports
when I was like what, 4 years old.
I don't think I have any. Oh no, I have one scar. It is a very minor scar on my right index knuckle. You want to know how I got it?
How?
Oh, you're gonna love this story because it is peak highwaying. Back in college, I was cooking, and I got bored, so I did some shadow boxing, and fucking decked my wall. The wall was perfectly fine. My fist, not so much.
I had multiple head injuries as a child, but one of the things was me hitting myself. Like I have a scar on like my upper lip, because I hit myself in the face with a pipe.
God, you're sounding more and more like a fucking anime protagonist, Festival. You have the forehead scar, you have a lip scar. What the fuck?
See, in my case, I have two scars. There's that chin one, and the other one, which is infinitely more embarrassing. Which is basically I was cutting some shit with a knife. The knife slipped, and I filleted my thumb.
LOL, baby fist. Hell yeah, I'm not
Also-
like a bodybuilder.
Also, I think I had like I see it sometimes, but I think I have like a small scar like underneath one of my eyes. I just don't know how I got it.
Like, I could peel back the chunk of flesh and see under, and it was really good.
Oh,
It's great, because I barely felt it, and I was super casual about it. I'm like, hey, my thumb's bleeding.
I do have an injury story that is. It didn't leave me with
Also,
a scar, but it left me with kind of. Oh, go ahead.
my mom, when she saw it, was freaking the fuck out as I stood there with my hand over the sink washing the blood off.
I do have an injury story. It didn't leave a scar, but it did disfigure one of my fingertips, which is amusing because this is also the finger that has the knuckle scar. I think when I was like 15 years old, I was a super lightweight and was like hopped up on Tylenol of all things. And at one point, after finishing like a grocery run, I closed an SUV door, walk up, and I feel a tug on my arm. And I'm really fucking confused as I realize my index finger was in the door.
Oh.
I mean, that happened to me. I
Yeah.
accidentally closed a door on my left index finger.
Let me finish, though. The damage was so bad that eventually when the swelling would stop and would become a normal-sized finger again, my fingernail just fell off.
Nice.
See, I didn't hurt my finger that hard because all that happened was that it cracked. It left a crack in the nail that never went away.
Like, the fingernail grew back, but it's weirdly distorted in that there's a really thick, fine white line that goes up the center of the fingernail, where apparently the damaged nail and the regenerating nail merged, and kind of disfigured.
Oh yeah, because it's so gross that like one time when I did stab like the skin bit above my nail, one of my nails, like I pierced
out Tsunagi.
I pierced the skin with on a thorn, and then as my fingernails kept growing, that hole that went through my skin actually appeared in the nail.
I gotta veto this discussion because we scared off Tsunagi, so we gotta stop. I'm sorry.
Oh, but I was gonna tell you about the time I got my fingers stuck in a Lincoln truck.
No, stop. We gotta stop scaring the viewers with our gore.
It's not as nasty as what happened of that, but one thing that happened to me in middle school was it was just nasty on account of what the kid did. What it was afterwards. This one kid was like messing with my friend or something that I grabbed like my friend was trying to get his notebook back from him. So I went in, got the kid in the chokehold, and then so my friend got a notebook and ran off. The kid trying to break from the chokehold dug his nail into my arm and then scratched a huge scratch to my missing up and making me miss a chunk of my skin. I still the scar is still sort of there. And I was like, oh shit! I'm like, this was off. Back with my friend. I looked back at the kid. The kid had blood on his hand. He thought it was his blood, and then he licked it.
Wow! You said that would be less gross. That's wrong. Fuck you. That was gross as hell.
Not in a gore way, but it's just gross in a different way. But then it's later on, I met the kid again. I was like, you know that time when you had blood in that thing, you scratched me, and you had blood in your hand? That was actually mine. And he's like, oh, that was yours?
Now you have a little bit of me, and.
And now I'm reminded of the time where I was chasing another fight that me and my brother had as kids. I was chasing after him. I went to take a swat at him, but I missed and I hit the granite island. Ooh. And I swatted so hard I sprained 2 of my fingers on making contact.
I'm glad that we're all equally stupid as kids.
I mean, one of the most permanent scars I have was as a kid. I was 1 or 2 years old or something like that. We're at a car dealership. My dad was smoking, talking to the car dealer. I was just mucking about. I accidentally slapped backhanded the cigarette on my dad's hand, and now I have a cigarette burn on my hand, permanent on my right hand.
Now here's the $1 million question: do we want to get the eyeball suit or do we want to get the lamp hammer?
I mean, the eyeball suit is pretty rad. Let's be real.
Yeah, I like the eyeballs. I like the eyeball suit.
It's resistances aren't the greatest, but.
It's aesthetic as fuck, man.
Yeah.
I remember one stream we were discussing cosplay potential if I go to TwitchCon 19, and I was thinking either Da Capo, but after seeing that, I kind of want Big Bird suit.
See, I'm glad that I don't have wisdom teeth and they will never grow in.
I still have two. I still have two I gotta remove.
I hope I didn't have wisdom teeth, but apparently I do have one that sticking out. It hurts my head every now and then. I just ignore it until the pain goes away. I
don't have any because I'm an idiot.
My the last dentist I went to, he said that I see a cavity for him, and I can't really put. He goes I can't really put a filling drill and put a filling there. So he said he recommended I get it out. I'm just like, that sounds expensive. No.
My brother, the wisdom teeth thing apparently runs in the family because my brother also doesn't have any. But more importantly, he's permanently missing an incisor. Just never there. It was never there, and it will never grow in.
Did I ever?
It just didn't exist.
I'm pretty sure I told my story about the about my first wisdom tooth extraction, but I think there are some people that haven't heard it. My dentist is a dick. He is a dick because when I went to get my wisdom tooth removed, I asked for the knockout juice, and he was just sitting there like, we had a little discussion. It's like, are you sure you want the knockout juice? It kind of fucks you up a little bit, and it's more expensive. And I had to explain. I agree that like the local anesthetic is better, but I have a condition due to living with a smoker for 30 years that I violently cough on occasion, and that would suck a dick if I do that during an operation. Apparently,
living with a smoker, and also in California.
Apparently, that provoked a joke opportunity for my dentist because when he was setting up the anesthetic and getting me ready. About, I want to say 30 seconds into the setup when they start setting up the tools, he looked at me and says, hey, can you list the days of the week? And I'm like, okay, sure. I list Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I wake up in my room saying Thursday. I still fondly remember that story because, like, that's a rad dentist, but also kind of a dick.
I mean, they have you say those to know if you're out.
Yeah. I'm aware, but it's still...
Yeah, see, my dentist has been nothing but a fucking deer the entire time I've had him.
I was hoping I didn't have to get my wisdom teeth removed, mostly because I had 4 of my premolars removed so I can get braces. Local anesthetic only. So I could feel. So I was awake, so then I can feel the teeth like being removed from my skull. Like, I could feel it. Not that, no, like, the pain wasn't there, but I can just feel it coming out. Like, through the vibrations in my skull.
That reminds me of how when I had an upper endoscopy because of stomach issues, they didn't
We're going right back to grossing everybody out.
No, it's not gross. But basically I was having the endoscopy, and I'm a big-ass dude, and apparently they didn't quite give me enough anesthetic because I dreamed the entire operation.
Wow.
I dreamed about having a tube shoved down my throat.
I can't believe Torpid went into astral projected and just stared at stood next to the doctor. It's like, you're fucking up.
See, when Torpo
No, it's right there, you fucking idiot.
See, when Torpo said he dreamed the entire operation, I imagined he was just having a dream and just being vocal about it during the operation. So I just imagined Torpo on like a chair going, "Itemana, I love you, Kozonomi." It's a...
The funny thing when I was getting my premolars removed, the anesthetic wore off the exact moment I stepped into the lobby.
Oof.
So I just walked into it, and then suddenly the pain hits my face. I'm like silently, there's like muffled screaming. The fucking receptionist it says to my sibling, "Your brother's funny." I was like, "Fuck you." I was never given any painkillers, so it just was like, time to replace the gods. Put it there and just like this. Endured the pain the rest of the day.
Apparently, when I was a kid, I was having my tonsils and adenoids removed because they were swollen to the size of golf balls. Apparently,
I still have tonsils, oddly enough.
That's perfectly fine. Having them removed is something you don't want because surgery sucks.
I hear.
So
it's just
recovery.
I just find it weird that all the fucked up problems I have with my body, my tonsils are perfectly fine.
But yeah, it's great because they tried using one anesthetic on me, and I started apparently freaking the fuck out despite remembering falling asleep laughing. So they had to change anesthetics, and on top of that, the operation took longer than expected because there was so much blood because they didn't realize they were as swollen as they were.
Oh god, this stream is great. We're talking about dentists and surgery and fucked up injuries. We're gonna get a great viewer base.
I mean, it's doubly great too because I had a note from the doctor saying, hey, yeah, don't go back to school before 2 weeks are up. I give it to them, and then a week out, just gone for a week, and all of a sudden they're threatening us with fucking truancy court. Despite this note saying you're supposed to be gone for 2 weeks.
Weird.
So I went into school still not quite able to eat solid food, and it was great.
Oh, what was I doing here? There we go.
Here's a note from the doctor saying that I shouldn't go to school for 2 weeks. A week later, hey, go guys. Your tardiness is costing us money. Get the old back over here. Okay.
Okay, I'm just
bleeding all
gonna
over the-
bleed all over the school. Oh fuck! Who was training justice?
I mean, the bleeding wasn't the problem. It was just incredibly painful to eat and swallow.
I came in right in the yeah.
Okay, Torben, could you answer the question?
Just start vomiting blood all over the desk.
Holy shit! Why are you so? Why are you like? God, wait. Oh.
I am lucky enough to have the situation where while I was still substituting that I didn't have to deal with a kid with an injury. Cause oh man, that would be the worst.
I mean, there was a time that I fractured my ankle and I fucking milked it the entire semester. The entire school year, really. And that was from tripping and falling down 3 steps and catching myself.
Oof.
While carrying a large box.
I've never fell down. Oh god damn it! Snow White escaped.
It's less. I didn't fall down quite as more. I missed the steps.
I can't believe Torpid suddenly cloned himself at that exact moment to catch himself from falling down the stairs.
Wow, Snow White fucked up. Where am I?
It was really good because I walked on it for another day. Because my dad was like, "It's fine," and I'm like, "It's fine." And my mom's like, "You should get it checked out." And then the following day, it was swollen up to the size of a fucking melon in deep purple.
I busted my ankle before at one point. Then it's like, at point it still went to work. Then it's like I'm just like, because I'm working at a movie theater, so I'm slowly like taking one step up at a time. Like some of the managers like, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Yes." And they kept go by.
Wait, lumps only once or twice? Oh, my sweet summer child. I've fallen upstairs so many fucking times because I grew really tall really fast.
Oh, right. God damn it.
So I was clumsy as shit.
I grew too fast. You're just walking over the stairs. Oh, another growth spurt. Poof. Oh shit.
Exactly. It's exactly like that.
Oh god damn it, Torpid is useless here.
You just shot up. You hit your head in the ceiling and you fell down the stairs.
Actually, fucking, I'm useless here too. Shit. This is the worst. Only 2 people are doing
at least
damage.
I don't take dick for damage.
Oh no, you're useless here too. Festivore, you gotta fix this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, at least.
Who else is there?
No, I just slip and all of a sudden gravity fucks up and I get hurled up the steps.
Torpo is a victim of
No,
gravity.
haven't you played Metal Gear Solid 2? You just like Torben tried to roll up the stairs.
Just fucking slap on my back.
Torben just tried to just do a cartwheel up the stairs and just fucked himself up.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, we don't gotta worry about deaths with Big Bird, but it's like 25 intern deaths basically. I mean, we're fucked.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
The real crime here is that this hallway is now functionally worthless. Oh my god, this corpse still has a fucking shield? I didn't even know that could happen. What was the worst student you had as a substitute teacher? Oh, that is a good question. I know I have 2 stories, but they're not really anything fascinating. The 2 stories are just basically the thought of kids don't know what the fuck consequence is. One of them was a kid was being a real shit, constantly egging on women in the class to... Oh. Hey, thanks for the sub, Doc Smasher. One kid was being a petulant little shit in class, constantly egging on women with, like... With with sexual advances, and I had to tell him to get out, and he was
Ah.
quite visibly confused as to why he was being punished. And I didn't take the time to explain it. I just said, go to detention now. And he would not leave. So I was just like, security, this is happening. Could you please escort this kid to detention? And the moment I said, security, please escort this kid, he left.
So man, chat, now I'm reminded of how I basically, over the course of my high school career, permanently damaged my knee to some extent.
There was also another 2 kids that I'm pretty sure got either suspended for a mondo fucking amount of time or expelled because they didn't know how to shut their fucking gob, and made me suspicious of the fact that they were indeed bringing vodka to school in water bottles.
I mean, I know there are some kids at my school who were caught with vodka-soaked tampons.
Yep.
Another favorite was the time that there was a pot bust at the school.
Yeah.
Which I think I mentioned that one here before.
I have a really dumb pot story from when I was in high school. In that when I was when I was in high school, I just at one time during class, I just raised my hand like, "Teacher, I need to use a restroom," and I went, turned the corner to see a cop visibly wrestling a student out of the bathrooms who was proclaiming quite loudly, "I'm smoking weed through my nostrils," and I'm just sitting there staring at this like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so in my case, the pot bust that I'm thinking of was because, at one point, one of the kids there was dumb enough to start selling some edibles.
Oh.
So, one of the kids thought it would be funny to give another kid who didn't know about it a pot cookie.
Oh, fuck.
So the kid ate the cookie, and as he was doing it, like, as he was going about his day, he just eventually started getting high in front of the police officer. And was having a really fucking bad time of it.
Meltdown is singing machine. Ergo, I don't care. Because singing machine is like the safest.
Cookie? Would I?
I love cookies, officer.
Oh, he just selling cookies. Kid gets high.
This kid also randomly.
Well.
Sounds like a bad upbringing. I mean, the kid's in first grade. He could be, you know, rehabilitated.
The only run-in I had with my high school, like, the high school cop that was at our high school was in, like, the last few, like, years when I was, there, I hung out with, like, metalheads and goths. Just, like, we're out in the courtyard, just hanging out, not really doing much. One of the friends decided, hey, I brought silly string to play, mess with the other members of the group, to like spraying on each other. The cop out there just like stops us, is like, hey, what the heck? And gets like one school administrators like to get us like kicked out and sent back inside the commons for the rest of lunch. One of the things he says, like, he was getting bad karma vibes from our group.
Bad karma vibes. I do gotta say though, like back in high school, metalheads and goths are probably the chillest people to hang out with.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, we're dumbasses, yes, but we're like pretty chill.
Mm-hmm. Like
the most we did was play hacky sack outside. That was it.
Like they don't judge you. They don't patronize you. Just so long as you're chill, they're chill. Then again, my clique was the fucking card game clique, so maybe my perception of reality is a bit fucked.
I just hung out with potheads despite not being one.
I mean, they're cool too, but like, I don't know. They're kind of.
Oh no! Oh no!
Help! I'm being punished by a bird. What have I done?
The beast is on the loose.
What have you done?
Though, despite that, basically that's the group I generally hung out with. I did make it a point to just be like cool with everybody.
So Donovan, I know this is not the intent here, but given the fact that you quoted a meme, and that meme is very much a my girlfriend from another state logic.
I only have like one
she goes to a
thing,
different
yeah.
school.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
online girlfriend.
Exactly.
You've never met her. It's fine.
I mean, the funny thing that just reminded me of the fact when I was like bored as shit. I didn't really have any games to play on my computer, and I was in 8th grade. I was playing a bunch of freaking online RPGs and shit. And at one point, I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's play RuneScape. I was playing RuneScape.
Oh no.
It was like this person playing a female character. But we were chatting at one point. They asked like, "Oh, what grade are you in?" It's like, "I'm 8th grade." It's like, "I'm in grade 2." It's like, "You want a girlfriend?" I'm like, "No."
No way.
It's like I don't have time for this.
God.
Who do you think I am? I got better shit to do. Fuck this.
I'm sorry, but that just reminds me of the fucking Leon Kennedy meme that populated late 2018.
God.
Buying GF. But
It's
the thing
the-
is, like,
it's the
no, not
worst
necessarily
meme.
like I don't have time. It's like it's just the fact that it's like an online girlfriend that I found playing
Torpo,
RuneScape.
you may need
It
to
sounds
delete
like-
that message.
Doop-a-doop-boo.
Like I know it wasn't malicious in any way, but you gotta keep in mind we have video.
Please, no slurs.
Slap on her. But it's like an internet girlfriend at my age from freaking RuneScape of all things.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
and
that's
it's
a
like,
fucking
I don't
nightmare.
want. I don't fucking want this. So
That's
it's
pretty sketch as fuck, yeah.
It's like I don't fucking want this. No,
Oh fuck! Right, I forgot.
I don't want
Well-
to feel obligated playing this goddamn game.
Maybe the woman just wanted a really nice gold farmer to do all her dirty work.
I'm not a gold farmer. All I did was smithing.
Yeah, they're gonna program you to do all their work because.
I think,
fuck-
and also be a buffoon and get tricked into walking to the hell wizard hill and get killed.
Oh hey, I get to fight a doubt 1v1 solo.
So yeah, slowly I damaged my knee over the course of high school because there's a special thing I can do. Which is I can turn my legs around.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah. I can reverse my legs, and it's great, but also it damaged my knee. But more importantly, I walked across the stage at graduation with my legs backwards because I'm a
You're-
jackass.
You're an asshole, dude.
I can't believe you gave yourself polio.
Could you imagine the principal at that time seeing you walk in like a fucking reverse walker mech? Is like
So-
"Ah."
The best part is, like, the people like in the stands had no clue what was happening, but all my classmates knew, and they started freaking the fuck out, and it was great.
So, never mind. I'm not gonna say this because it would be a joke in poor taste.
Okay.
But man, I could just imagine your principal looking at you and saying, "You have a reputation. Imagine the newspaper headlines. You little shit."
To be fair, I've always had no shame, so...
Who the fuck was Justice Training? I think it was Smasher. Oh yeah, speaking of like weird body physiology, a quick story of back when I was doing substitute teaching in high school. At one point I was trying to help someone with an assignment, and 3 girls near, like, in the same desk cluster just freaked the fuck out looking at me. And I'm like, "What's wrong?" And they say, "Look at your fucking hand!" And then I looked down and I realized that I was placing my hand at an angle where I was bending it backwards at like I want to say 100-degree angle to where my fingertips were almost touching the back of my arm. And I just sat there like, "Oh yeah, that's right, I'm double jointed there, sorry."
Yeah, my finger. It's the only thing that apparently is just the fact that like my fingers at the first knuckle can bend pretty far back.
My anxiety is pretty non-existent until early adulthood. I like to imagine that, like, the older we are, just problems occur just by wear and tear in life. The more we do, the more things just wear on us physically and psychologically. So I think anxiety is just the adult version of wear and tear on our fucking brain.
But yeah, no, because the leg thing is because I was born with a dislocated and slightly fucked up hip.
Oh, it's not
So
even
it
double
stretched out
jointed.
the ligaments. No, it stretched out the ligaments so I can turn it. It's very loose, basically.
God, that's so weird.
They had to force it back into joint.
I think the only bad thing I had in birth is that I had an unusually high blood sugar level. So I was, according to my parents, repeatedly poked with needles to do blood testing to make sure I wasn't, like, intrinsically diabetic. Which, as a fun fact, contributes to my crippling phobia of needles.
See, years of blood work have numbed me to the feeling of, numbed me to my fear of needles.
See,
which is great, because I recently had a bunch shoved in my fucking head.
See, that's the fun thing. You've had consistent exposure to it to where you're just kind of used to it. It's a daily thing. For me, I was not even a day old, and I was constantly exposed to this pain to where it's a primal fucking reaction now.
Yeah, see, I had 31 shoved in my head.
Yeah, Mr. Botox injection.
Yeah, I got fucking Botox. I look 13 again.
How do you feel, by the way? Like, are the migraines
I feel
gone?
great.
Okay, that's good to hear.
The headaches aren't completely gone, but they're better than they were, and I have no neck pain, which is fucking stellar.
Now the thing is, this is
I can turn my neck now.
I still can't turn my neck.
Is this still a stopgap, or is this like, are you still looking for a permanent solution, or is this the permanent solution?
This is essentially the permanent. This is the best I am going to get.
Have they not discovered it at all?
Once every 3 months. Because migraines are a fucking mystery. Nobody really knows what causes them.
Okay, so, like, are you...
You can treat the symptoms, but there's no way to treat something you know nothing about, basically.
Now the $1 million question is this going to kill your fucking paycheck?
No, it's all paid for by insurance.
Oh, that's good to hear. But man, that kind of sucks, man. At least you're feeling better and you look babyface again.
I already looked babyface, fucker.
I can't believe Torpo is the babyface and fucking Festivore is the heel. Let's see.
Yeah, yes, me.
It also only took like 3 minutes, which was the nice part.
It's me, I'm the heel.
See, you mentioned 31 injections in 3 minutes. My hands are fucking shaking right now after hearing that.
Yes, 31 injections, just like Caesar.
They're all shallow injections, it's fine.
Yeah, if it was just a month later, the Ides of March.
Yeah, like, even to this day, when I had to get, like, one of my wisdom teeth removed recently, they told me we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to, like, inject you with this anesthetic.
I mean, buddy, that's the joy about fears, is they're completely irrational.
And when I was doing it, like, I was like, I thought I was calm. I thought I was like zen in the moment. I had my eyes closed. I was just sitting back waiting. And then my dentist says, "You're gonna have to relax your arm, man." And then when I perk up and realize that my arm that they were like preparing was fucking locked.
I mean, I do not like needles is the thing, but it's like, okay, for my first physical, a physical I had, he was like, okay, we need to take some blood. So, you know, to check my cholesterol levels and all that stuff. It's like, okay, I'm ready. Relax your arm, sir. Okay. Relax your arm. Let's get tensing up.
So, Dr. Smasher, I fucking wish, but the muscles in my neck are still a nightmare, so I actually need to do something about that. I'm a muscle relaxer sport, but I probably should go to physical therapy.
Yeah.
If it's a long day, you can just like, I don't know, just like wet heat.
Also, Botox does not numb. You feel you know what? I'm not going to address that.
Moist.
Oh shit! I just realized
I'm gonna
something.
stop there.
We actually have to focus on the game now because I just realized it's Black Noon and I have a gross amount of interns right now.
You do. It is time to cull the herd.
Do you have anything that will release from all this death?
I have 15 bullets, so make that 30.
But do you have any anomalies that...
Big Bird. So
Big Bird, okay.
25 deaths.
Still, the one thing that sticks out of my mind from high school was the whole me being a heel thing. It was just, oh yeah, I'm a senior. It's my final year at high school. Just mind my own business. I was like just wearing a hat. This one of my classmates, he keeps trying to grab my hat. It's like, slap pen out of the way. This kid just doing it. It was just like it was whatever. Then I accidentally slapped his like when I was trying to slap his hand out of the way. I slapped his face. I was like, oh shit, sorry. I said it to him.
I actually have a heel moment in high school
Yeah.
that was fueled
Yeah, but-
entirely by spite. Oh, go on.
Yeah, but what happened was like for some reason he didn't want he didn't want to let it go for some odd reason. We were apparently the quieter like students of the class, so it impacted like the overall thing. He grabs he grabs my arm like I'm like, dude, let go. Then suddenly he just tried so I tried to break my arm free from his grasp, and then he goes and shoves me into the desk in the center of the room that has a projector on it.
That
Which,
sounds...
like in like the heat of the moment, I was like, what the fuck? Fucking shove him like away from me, and you just yell at him out loud at the top of my lungs. I'm gonna kill the fuck out of you. This scared the absolute shit out of everybody in the classroom, including the guy who put it. Like he backed up. Then it's like the teacher brought me outside, like brought me out of class, like, what's going on? I'm like, I have absolutely no idea, sir. Like if something was happening, I would have jumped in, but like honestly, I have no idea what's going on. Like what happened? I explained to him what happened. But it was basically honestly at the heat of the moment, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
What the
So
hell?
later on next day, it's like, hey dude, I heard you got in a fight. It's like it was nothing. One of my classmates in that room was in my. It's like a European history class. I just took it because I like to teach it. It wasn't really a hard class, but also another classmate in that class was in my anatomy class. He was saying like, "Yeah, dude, it's like no, it's nuts." I feel like he could kick my ass, referring to me. I was like, I don't know about that, but it's just I want to say it wasn't really a fight. I just scared him off.
Okay, so there's that. Those are some dead-ass interns. Let me just pop that.
It's also funny.
Problem.
I guess I could be intimidating when I need to, but it's like when I was in the one year I was at a university, I was hanging out with college buddies that I was like friends with at the time. I happened to have my current ID and my old driver's license, one I got when I was when I first got my car, when I got my license and everything like that. I had my first license, me with long hair, no facial hair, as opposed to my current short hair and facial hair. My friend goes, "Dude, you look a lot scarier without your facial hair."
Can't believe Festival really is the heel. There are only four grateful loves for us, so let's The weirdest thing about this fucking ordeal is that the pillars are squishy and I don't like it.
Can't wait to get fucking Black Midnight again.
Do I want to go for that today? Because I think I just got the hammer.
Honestly,
Actually, we don't have the time for that today. We're gonna have to do that tomorrow.
I think you probably want to get like equipment and gear, like set up for it. I didn't like. It's not me who said you should do like Apocalypse Bird. Like, Apocalypse Bird's gear would help out, but people generally say Apocalypse Bird is like apparently easier than the Midnight.
It's a shame that Apocalypse Bird doesn't count for Gapura's quest. Because, man, that would make things a lot simpler.
Apocalypse Bird is basically you just got just
you want it seems like all you have to do is gather all of your good people, basically your entire department in one spot, let the shit go down, and then just like right-click everybody, send them to a spot, and then find any people that have been hypnotized and like mass click on them to break the hypnotism.
Yeah, but generally it's like there's the 3 eggs, the ones you want to rush down. Like the ones that you want to focus the most on are the Bird of Judgment's egg and Big Bird's egg. Bird of Judgment's egg is because then it gives you access to your pausing and whatnot.
Oh, I didn't know that locks the shit down.
Also, Bird of Judgment egg ability grants the Apocalypse Bird the ability to cause hail damage to everybody in the facility.
So
Big birds is also important because of it can use a big yellow ball that possesses one of an employee,
man,
causing
we're
him
still
to
not done with the workday. What?
causing them to lure in the employee, possessing, and the possession is like freed from once they reach the bird.
So I think once we're done with this bird research, that'll be the day's workload. We
The only
don't know
reason
what.
Like the reason why, like punishing bird's egg, all really like the ability it gives Apocalypse Bird is the powerful red attack that it does to anything in front of it.
What's chat saying? Oh, Tiger Brow left. Sorry I didn't see your message, Tiger Brow. Hope you'll see this on the archive. Even just the cold makes me feel very tired to the point where I can barely stay awake. That just sounds like a poor constitution, Night Void. I hung out with the outcast weirdos and leftovers. Well, that's kind of everybody on the internet story, isn't it? I say a lot of my life I tried to play mediator, but more often than not, I just ended up throwing myself under the bus. High school is weird because that shit behavior kind of continues into the workforce under some circumstances. I just took it. Is Apocalypse Bird just one anomaly? When you suppress Apocalypse Bird, it counts as 3 aleph.
Once you can put, I don't think it stays as as one anomaly. I think they separate back to like the 3 birds again, and it's just that if anybody's wearing the Apocalypse Bird gear, then the event can never happen.
Excuse me.
But there's 2 ways for you to stop Apocalypse Bird. One is to destroy the eggs, that's the actual way you're supposed to do it. But you can end it prematurely by destroying the quote unquote portal. But that's generally not the best idea because it's not exactly feasible because it has a shit ton of health and all its resistances are at 0.3.
Really, you're getting the queen bee?
I lost a lot of her gear. I think I lost both armors and 1 gun. And I do know her gimmick is that like the infection is only a little while and it's red damage. You could just shield the person and like they'll be fine. And I think if you bullet an intern that has it, they won't like trigger. Oh, and it's not even here. Fuck it. Like it's fine.
Only we can get chest head.
What are we at? 2.5? 2 in the... Here's the thing. I kind of don't want to pass the day. I want to see if I could set up Apocalypse Bird. But, like, that shit's wild. We need a time investment for that. So, I'm wondering what I should do for today. Should I just do another day's, work?
I mean, yeah, like you could just do a day of work and see what comes.
Yeah,
of it.
do a day where I probably get a few people's stats up, maybe.
Yeah, getting people's stats up is important at this point.
Give me bigger number.
But honestly,
I think you have max number. You have max number. Well, you
give me bigger number.
You could stand to get more temperance and prudence from working, but like I can't physically stat you up anymore. Oh, what? Apparently I lied. That's you're seeing this, right, Torpo? Where it says prudence 5 here, yet 4 here.
Just hit the number. See what it does.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Click it. Click the button, fucker. Click it.
I say you stand to
Holy
get some
shit.
Get some people. Remember how when you did get the
Get on my
those
fucking
researchers.
level, fuckboy.
Well, that's the thing. When it says like the higher stat, it means you could get there by training. You can't stat up to it. At least I think. I don't know anymore at this rate.
No, stat. No, that's on EX. I believe you like. I think that was only if you did the suppression. But I guess you could do it anyways. It's considering it because of like how high it is.
I still love my character's design.
Give me bigger number.
You have the max number. We cannot stat you up anymore. You have to like.
I need bigger number.
Also, the thing about the Apocalypse Bird, I believe, is that it can cause meltdowns regardless of the meltdown immunity.
Oh, excuse me. I did not get any sleep recently because apparently D&D Artificer got a super big update that radically changed them, and I was too hype.
Yes, that changed them. They lose the gun.
They lose the gun, but they get turrets, which is really
Now,
weird.
but if they do get guns again, you could then use the Tinker tools and whatnot to enchant them. But that such as on bullet impact, it can play a 6-second recording.
Yes. It's like they just get shot. It's high noon.
No, there's a gun that every bullet fires on impact
Hey,
it says loser.
Hang on a second. Chat's asking what's going on. So, here's the thing. Back in 2017, I believe it was, late 2017, Wizards and D&D made a supplemental Unearthed Arcana called the Artificer. It was meant to be the class option for their living document, the Eberron supplement. Now, they said in their initial document that they will playtest Artificer, and they would have an update within 6 months. Fast forward to last week, which is like a year and a half later.
Buddy, that's Wizards for you.
Oh yeah, like Wizards fucking sucks with their
They
writing.
take their sweet fucking time.
They fast forward to like I want to say 3 days ago. I sit down at my desk and my group is like great hype because we're gonna play some D&D this week, and I get a message that says, "Buddy, you hear about the Artificer update?" And I'm like, "There's no update. I checked the site yesterday. There's nothing." They didn't update their main page. Check the Unearthed Arcana page. And I was at work at the time, so I check it, and then I see it, and I get back on my phone, and all I just keep writing is what? And it's even more hilarious because in the one game I get to play, we have 2 Artificers, me and another person, and this is great because now we feel radically different. Because before it felt roughly the same to where the other Artificer was just sticking to healing because, like, the other option kind of sucked. But now there's so much more dumb shit, it's radical. Want to do a Goblin Artificer just to do some trapping gimmicks, so you could do that. My dude right now, this shows how much of a fucking nerd I am. With all the turret options right now, I named them after fucking Gundam models.
Oh my god, you're trash!
I know.
Every time someone steps into my bear traps, it plays the sound. It's time to chew ass.
The
It's
funniest
time to chew ass.
The funniest thing is that we played a session yesterday, and it was very much a kind of like a world building atmosphere setting session, and the DM threw an ogre merchant at us. It was the funniest thing. Bob's store, 3-for-1 sale. And I was just having fun with this NPC, and it was just, and somebody was sitting there like, I could trade in this earring of message, but it hasn't worked in a while, and I don't know what to do. And then a fucking light bulb appeared above my head, and I was just like, "Hey, give me that earring. I think I could fix it." And the beauty about this is that I did fix it by imbuing the message, "Hi Bob, you're cool." And this enhancement is permanent. So now whenever this ogre touches this earring, he will hear a very positive message from me. And I'm just sitting there, and we got like a fucking war wagon out of the deal, so I was like, good. This is good, I love this. My first session as an Artificer is conning an ogre out of a war wagon. I'll be real, my parents would freak out if they found out I was interested in D&D. My brother temporarily lost computer privileges for a game called Warlocks. Eventually they'll mellow out Night Void. Or you could always move out, or lie, or call it method acting. You don't have to call it D&D. Or you could just not play D&D. You could play Pathfinder, you could play Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines.
It's fine.
You could play...
D&D's for fucking nerds anyway.
Yep. You can play Shadowrun. There are many options.
Yeah, Shadowrun, if you just want to buy a shitload of six-sided die.
Like there's a lot of ways to...
Be a cyber warlock.
There's a lot of things you could say to where you won't trip off like the auto detective. Oh no, it's D&D, it's Satanism.
Just buy a million six-sided dice, and that still won't be enough.
Dude, Torpo, would you believe me if I said in my position I have 72 fucking D6s?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I have one 36 box set for Magic, the other is for D&D.
God.
They were only $5 each, it was a steal!
You're garbage.
$5 for each dice.
I can set up so many games of Yahtzee, Torpo, it's amazing.
Or you could fucking choke on them.
I have unlimited power. I could play one orc army in Warhammer. It's magical. And the beauty about this, these dice are no bigger than a can. Like, getting these two boxes of dice together are no bigger than a can of Coke. They're so tiny. Anyways, I should probably play this fucking video game.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I'll play a fantasy game. You can play a cyberpunk fantasy game.
Oh god, like aren't Shadowrun's rules super fucking draconian though?
Come on with your own setting, your own home setting.
Well, it's not the setting that's the problem. It's the rule set. Like I remember people
homebrew it. Fuck it.
I did find it interesting that my game store group that played D&D managed to basically force it to work for a XCOM session they had. Which makes a lot of sense because the motherfuckers at what, 2K? Who did the recent XCOM 2? Either way, those motherfuckers basically stole a lot of rule sets from 5e, and like they're not being subtle about it. Attach yourself to Bird, Torpo.
Yeah, I love Bird.
You need to get your train into EX, cause fuck it, you want big numbers? I'll get you big numbers, you big giant baby.
I want the biggest fucking numbers.
You giant baby.
Yeah!
Okay, so Poochkin says level 5.
Numbers. I want the weird apocalypse bird.
Can't believe you idiots are gonna fight over armor when I'm wearing the best armor.
No, it's like I want to wear apocalypse bird gear because it basically was like an upgrade of my old armor set that someone else is wearing.
I mean, I'm pretty chill with my armor. I am clothed in my waifu.
Phyrexis, yes, that's it, Ice Claw. They stole legendary actions. They stole the fucking moves, the move distance / 2 action system. I believe they stole inspiration. They stole, well, cover mechanic. It's kind of a hard sell to say they stole, but there's a lot of like big and small things that you look at XCOM 2 and like, this is just fucking D&D. What the hell?
No, it's like Torpid. The apocalypse. You know, like how I used to be wearing Juice's Theta, the bandage wrap black gear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Apocalypse Bird's gear so it's basically sort of that, except with a lot more eyes and like spiky bits.
I said that's fine by me. I'm not gonna fight you over. I am clothed in my waifu.
Well, of course. And instead of it, it's a big.
I am surrounded by her embrace.
And the sword is, well, like instead of it being a big bandage sword, it's like a big sword of eyeballs.
And I've seen the set.
That reminds me, another Discovery. I mean, in our horror chat, someone posted a picture of a baseball bat covered in, like instead of it being like a studded club or anything like that, it's a bunch of eyes on it.
That's fucking weird. So I have you mentioned baseball. You mentioned baseball bats, and I kind of want to go on a fucking tangent here. In The Walking Dead, is this motherfucker called Negan supposed to be super popular or something? Because I think
he's in Tekken now.
That's the thing. That's what I was gonna get to. I was listening to Best Friends Play, and they were talking about him on their podcast. And I was just like, huh, that's weird, but I don't care, I guess. Then 2 weeks later, I'm seeing this motherfucker's paraphernalia in a lot of hobby stores. I'm like, this guy looks like a jackass. Why is he so popular? He also doesn't look Korean at all. He looks like Frank West.
Considering all of the,
I don't think he looks enough like a gremlin to look like Frank West.
No, gorilla is what you're looking for.
Both really.
well, the thing is, though, I just remember in the stuff that you purchase for like customization for the characters in Tekken, one of the most expensive ones that you can get from is a plain white T-shirt.
That's dumb.
$1 million. It costs a fucking million.
Did Walking Dead say, hey, all the Negan stuff has got to be super fucking expensive because we got to fucking jerk off on the internet? Because that's what this sounds like.
I mean, I could imagine them doing that.
Which is funny because why would you dress him like that when you just put like a shower on it, like a shower thing on its head, and constantly make him wet?
Ugh.
Akuma shotgun.
I saw the Akuma shotgun. That shit's funny as hell.
Geese throws a pizza at you.
Eat the pizza, Terry!
Walking Dead is still a thing, yes.
Oh yeah, like it's a fucking cash cow, man. I don't have television and even I know that.
Zombies and man's inhumanity to man.
I still think the best zombie apocalypse story was fucking Space Dandy.
Yeah, where everything got better because of it.
Universal peace had been achieved. All thanks to Space Dandy. Oh, what a good anime. I'm pretty sure my audience and me are of a type. But if you're watching the stream right now and you're not an anime fan, I would highly suggest Space Dandy, because you know what Space Dandy is? It's a fucking trucker in space just getting into mischief, and it's wonderful. Like, Space Dandy is the biggest lovable idiot on the planet.
And then there's the plot that that hardly ever catches up to a main character at all.
But that's oh yeah, you mean the one with the what was that fucking army called?
I forget, but it's still very funny. Like
the
we're here, it's us, the evil army. Then fucking some dumb shit happens, and it just like never actually like get your plan going.
God, it was something like the what was it? I wish I knew the name. Also, hello Heartman, what's up? Do you
Not
remember?
exactly. It's not exactly a scale of 1 to 0 to Cowboy Bebop, because it's Cowboy, like, as a color of Cowboy Bebop, it's basically if Cowboy Bebop was never a serious show.
Yeah, Space Dandy is very much Cowboy Bebop wearing a fucking psychedelic dye t-shirt. Also, Night
Without
of
any
Void.
of the series.
Night of Void, if you are trying to get into anime and you saw One Punch Man recently, I would highly recommend checking out Mob 100 Psycho, because it's got a lot of that same good writing, but it's a lot more wholesome and more psychedelic. And Reigen Arataka is the best motherfucker on the planet. The world's most premier psychic, Reigen Arataka, is on the case.
Wholesome.
He's just like, he just lies out of his ass, but he's just really good at doing certain things that he's able to fool people.
Fucking Reigen is amazing. What the fuck was I doing here? Oh yeah.
I mean, my personal favorite episode is the one where Dandy dies.
That's a lot of them, isn't it? Like, isn't that half the
No,
fucking
but it's specifically Dandy in the
don't-
afterlife.
I don't remember. Oh! Yeah!
Yeah, that
That
episode is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I still have a fucking screen cap of that when the fucking sitarist shows up. That was rad.
It was an incredible episode and also may have fucked me up a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I gotta rewatch
But also,
this.
I'm trash. I'm very easy.
You're so free when it comes to emotions.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Exactly. Get out of here with your fucking SpongeBob.
The mushroom episode of Cowboy Bebop is my favorite episode. That's the fucking gold standard episode, man. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Space so dandy.
You want to hear a dumb fucking story from high school? Oh, this is a bad story on my part.
We're back to this.
Well, it's relevant, trust me. But back in sophomore year high school, I had not done a creative writing class, and I had not done a creative writing assignment, and it had just sit on Halloween. So I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take the fucking fridge episode from Cowboy Bebop and write it. And I did that in the span of an hour. B- because I suck dick at punctuation. I got called out in the fucking courtyard by a student that saw my assignment. It was the funniest fucking thing. I got away with anime and only one person knew. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, here we go. Where's this idiot? He needs to get healed there. Have a bullet for free. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was trying to get Festivor's HP up.
Get my everything up. I must become the strong.
When did this become a fucking dick waving competition, you giant
I mean,
babies?
in general, we need our dudes to be strong.
Yeah. So am I dead? Time loop. You don't exist yet, Heartman.
You aren't even a twinkle in your parents' eye yet.
This is like a 0.32 divergence on the fucking Steins Gate meter.
Kinda.
I gotta say, it's really fascinating listening to the Slow Beef's crew talk about that game.
Each a vegetable assortment.
Is it? I mean, I played through it on my own.
Well, it's interesting to listen to them talk about it because, like, it's amazing the kind of stuff they bring up in relation to what the series actually references. And they also talk about, like, the fucking Chan culture that Daru and, Okabe are inspired from. They talk about the fucking... It was crazy because they were talking about the Chunibyo thing that was going on with Okabe, and then the weird card game player in one arc. And then I see a fucking YouTube video talking about this as well, in regards to Mob 100 and how everybody in that fucking series except Reagan was Chunibyo as fuck. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, Chuny bullshit's in a bunch of fucking anime, dude.
Yeah, but the thesis I was seeing from the video is that Mob 100 is like poking fun at that mindset, and Reagan is a great character because he brings people to reality.
If
Anime
everyone's
is-
not special, then you can be what you want to be.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. Now that's playing in my head. Ah! It's a
Listen,
good song, though. Fuck.
The Mob Choir is really good music.
Yeah,
Like,
season 2 intro is also really fucking good.
I want to watch it, but I don't want to fucking subscribe to Crunchyroll.
I mean, you technically don't need to if you want 480p and ads.
I've seen clips of that show at 480p. Like, you need fucking 1080p to do that.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of really detailed action. It would turn to mud.
Mm-hmm. Also, Torpo's getting birded.
Slap, 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 slap.
That's why I never loaded up Crunchyroll. Unless except for way back in its heyday.
And yeah, there was also another way where I could acquire Mob 100 Season 2, but I really don't feel like setting that shit up. Is something happening with Crunchyroll? No, I just don't like having a bunch of fucking subscription services at once, which is really pissing me off with all the people trying to do their own thing and like get away from Netflix.
I don't want to pay money for Crunchyroll.
There was also something else that was doing that too that was just like fucking dumb.
And also, I gotta find some other place to watch other
Oh,
than this
yeah,
other place that would
like-
destroy that would. But the only other place I know will destroy my computer.
Like, remember when it was just Steam and GOG, and now it's Steam, GOG, Epic, EA, Origin,
To be fair,
Ubisoft.
all that stuff is not.
Blizzard.
That's all free stuff. Like the Kevin, like this, all you need to do is have the launcher.
But even then, it's really annoying to have to sift through all of this just to play one thing. Centralization of launchers is like a way better idea than having like
Honestly,
8 different fucking shortcuts on your desktop to play.
Well, you
one
still have to
goddamn
use
game.
Uplay to play the games. Like, Ubisoft doesn't necessarily care where you get it, but it's like you still gotta use Uplay, but you don't really care. But Uplay is not terrible.
Man, Anno 1800 is coming out in April, and I'm really fucking excited for that. I hope they learn their lessons from 2270 and make that shit good. But that also means I gotta fucking reinstall Uplay, and it's just ugh.
Also, Milestone is actually pretty on point about why Funimation broke up with Crunchyroll. It's basically because Sony bought them up.
Ah.
Because
Yeah,
originally
and-
they had a deal going and then they backed out of it.
Yeah, Anno 1800 is in April, and I love 2070 to death. Apparently 2270 was hot, or what was it, 2240 was trash, which makes me sad. But 1800's coming out, and I'm really excited for that. I just really hope they learn their lesson. I don't know if I could say they learned their lesson because I never played 2250, but apparently when Steam ratings say, like, consistently say mixed to negative reviews, you kind of have to be a little worried. Then again, review bombs are like a legitimate thing in this fucking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at that horror game that got taken down recently.
Wasn't that because China? Oh no.
No,
It
it
was-
was because of China.
Yeah, it was because China, but not because of the way I was thinking of. I thought the Chinese government got in a legal battle. No, Chinese government
Nope.
just said, "This is bullshit. Rain it down. Kill it."
No, it was getting review bombed by a bunch of reviewers from China. This
Yeah.
is the Winnie the Pooh joke. Meme.
I don't know why they decided to they put that in the game in the first place when you think about it, because of the fact that like something prominent like Winnie the Pooh, like that, because of the thing banned in China. Like what was it? Like the movie, that Winnie the Pooh movie, the Christopher Robin movie, that was banned for China, and China likes getting movies from Hollywood.
Night Void. There's a recent problem in video game in Steam recently where if a video game developer does a really stupid move, like say quote unquote gore video game content for DLC, or say something dumb on Twitter, or even like use de novo for copyright protection, fucking people get their titties in a twist and will organize a group of fellow neckbeards with a righteous fury in their heart and review bomb a video game to make sure that people like me, normal people that are detached from the fucking argument, see this and go, "Oh well, it got a low review. That must mean it's not a good video game.
That's
I
what
guess
they
I
get
won't
for
buy it."
taking out the vagina bones.
Exactly.
I
Torpo.
mean, highwaying. People were upset that Rotten Tomatoes decided to make review like where you can't review a movie if it hasn't come out yet.
I mean, that just makes sense. But yeah.
When people are like, "What? Like, we should be allowed to complain about not wanting to see a movie." And I'm like, the movie's not even out yet. And you're freaking just like review bombing the movie already, saying that you don't want to see it. It's like, what's the point?
The internet is like the perfect example of just unfettered freedom of speech and its consequences. Hey, thanks for the sub, Shy Guy. 8 months. Wow. I feel so fucking terrible because you have these great supporters like Shy Guy and Milestone, Night of Void, Tangled String. And I don't even realize that you guys have subbed for so long. It's like a fucking fever dream.
Sometimes you see like oh, it's time. Like what? It's almost 2 years already. It's like what? Like what the fuck did all the time go?
Yeah, and I know I have a 2 years. I have someone that's been subbing for 2 years. It blows my mind. Like,
Oh,
gotta-
oh god, I went to click in and I almost fucking timed out Shy Guy. Oh Jesus.
you're the best mod, Torpo. You sit there with a gun to Shy Guy's head and you realize, oh no, I don't want to do this! Ah!
No, I went to click in and my cursor was just slightly below it. And I was like, oh Jesus.
Oh, that's why you're the best mod.
Okay, I have the green button and then there's the murder button. Whoops!
Torpo,
Well, 'cause
push. Go ahead.
I was in a different window and I went to click back in and whoops-a-doodle, it was almost bad.
You know the interns can handle that one. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna bother with that.
I almost pressed the spiders button.
No,
Oh.
see, Atla will deliberately fuck you over. I will do it on accident.
Oh boy, it's a blue noon, and there are
Yeah.
there are all these interns all over the place.
Time to make another Blue Monday joke and have nobody get it.
A what now?
It's a fucking song!
I know. I just wanted to fuck with you.
I still won't listen to it because it's not. It's like I don't go out my way to listen to certain songs.
Okay,
You
so
Dr. Smasher. God damn it.
okay, so I hate to be a buzzkill, but it is 10 o'clock and I have been trying to fix my sleep schedule, trying to like stabilize my sleep schedule for a while now. So even though we're in the middle of a fucking day, I gotta call it because
Nothing's
Gonna
happening.
leave it open forever.
like I nodded off at work once and it fucking spooked me. So I gotta get this shit squared away. But I mean, we do have a crew here. We could always host with our delightful raid message of Rejoice. I just gotta figure out who's streaming. Also, I get paid this week, and Devil May Cry comes out. I may have
Holla
to.
holla, get dollar.
I may have to tell my D&D group, I'm sorry, but I gotta fuck off, cause I gotta.
Sorry
bang, bang.
guys, but it's got something so much more important.